Good morning. So, I just wanted to do a video about zoanthids, or pallies, or paleothela, whatever you want to call them. Polyps, little polyp corals. You might notice I don't have any, really. There are a couple of pallies that made it down here. They're getting starved for light lately, which is fine with me. I hope a couple of them pull through. But that's about it. Back behind this trumpet that I'm failing to rescue, that looks like it's doing a little better since I got a little more current on it. It's kind of hard to get current to everything in this fucking overcrowded ass tank. But back behind there are a couple little orange zoanthids. They came in on that rock. I have no idea how they got there. In a couple of years, those pallies that are getting starved for light, more than likely, they're going to be just fine. And those zoanthids will have spread over a vast area of this tank. Now, the reason why, and I'm probably going to title the video this, the reason why you don't want to buy zoanthids or pallies for your aquarium early on. Now, granted, they're a great beginner coral. If you just got a little nano tank and you don't think you're going to do much else with it, by all means, go ahead and risk poisoning yourself with the fucking pallies and the zoos. But if you'd like to have other coral and, say, room for it, the thing is, zoanthids and paleothelas, being a beginner coral, they grow rather rapidly, and they will take over large swaths of your live rock, leaving you little to no room for new corals. And then should you be able to squeeze some new corals into your Zoa-dominated tank, the Zoas are more than likely going to fucking overrun it and kill it. So, before you go out there and get excited and get your new tank full of zoanthids, just remember, a guy like me with 30 years experience at setting up reef tanks is going to wait until all the other frags are in place, and then find the little corners in the caves where nothing else wants to grow. And that's where you put your zoanthids. And they'll look really cool, and they'll do just fine right there. And hopefully, if they don't get, too much light and target feeding, they won't overrun anything. They'll spread out in the little area that you want them to, and they'll be just fine. But what you don't want to do is start a tank with Zoas. Don't start a tank with star polyps. Okay? And if you're going to start a tank with a Kenya tree, it better be a tall tank, like a 29 gallon. Otherwise, you're going to run out of room quick. So, all in all, just bear that in mind when setting up a fish tank. I know a few of my viewers are thinking about setting up new tanks. Figure out the rate of growth and how hostile a coral is before you determine when you want to add it. What you want to do when you first add corals to your tank: monoporous, birds' nests, the slower growing stony corals, along with some mushrooms, maybe a Goniopora if you can find one that isn't almost dead like I did. The Parietes is doing well. Stay away from Pasillopora. Stay away from LPS, other than like Euphyllias. Stay away from things that are going to have sweeper tentacles that come out at night and kill everything else. Play it smart. Get your coral growing over most of the tank, and then fill it in with the creepy cool shit later. and you'll have a much better looking reef tank, and you'll be much happier with it. That's all. Thanks for watching. Peace.